Okay, again. So first we'll keep as a file header first column as a file name, and what we are passing in the file name here as a os dot path, same thing which we are checking at that time, path dot base name. So whatever base name is there, it will check as a CSV file path. Okay. Sorry. Into length of chunks. Okay. Okay. Now second will be chunk size. Chunk chunk size. So what will be the chunk size? So chunk size will be chunk size into length of uh, chunks. Okay. Now last, what we are going to say it? Chunk value. Oh, sorry. Chunk value. Okay. And what we are saying? Chunks. Okay. Okay. Now the output data is ready. So now we are going to convert it in the output data frame. Okay. Output output dot df equal to output dot df equal to mm, pd dot data frame equal to output data output data. Okay. Now we have converted as a data frame. Now we are going to save as a CSV file. Output output data. Sorry, not output data. Output data already used. Output here and dot to CSV and file name with the output file equal to files. So why using false? So without when we are not requiring the row indexing column, okay, then we are using false. Okay. So now we saved this one. Okay. Now we are moving to next step, uh, where we can going to call the main function. Okay. So we are going to create the main function. Okay. Okay. So let me go to here. Okay. Now if name equal to equal to main. Okay. Okay. Then first what we are using CSV file. CSV CSV file. Okay. Now we are taking as a sample file, okay? As a MPL sample input and input dot CSV. Okay. So we are calling it as a input. Okay. Okay. So now we are going to check that file is exist or not. Okay. If os dot path dot exists CSV file. Previously we are checking the path. Now we are checking the CSV file. CSV file. Okay. So let me check again same function. Okay. If present, then we are calling the value. Okay. First, statue. What is the function name? Our function name. Chunk CSV file. Okay. Chunk CSV file. Okay. Inside that, we are calling everything. Okay. So first is our CSV file. Okay. CSV path file. So by default, we are going to use a path file. And now we are using the same location. So directly we can call the CSV file. CSV file. Okay. Secondly, we are using as a chunk size. Chunk size, we can define anything. We are keeping as a 200. Okay. Chunk overlap. Chunk overlap. So by default, it's a 0. But here we are keeping as a 10 for the minimum. Okay. And now output file. So output file will be same and we are keeping it the same now. Output output dot CSV output dot CSV. Okay. So that is the code. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to print first two line. Okay. What is going to read right here? Okay. Print. Sorry. Print. Uh, we can mention that first two row of output output. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to print that one. Okay. And what I'm going to print? Uh, File name and the size. Even I can print the chunk feature, but again it will be take for. Okay, so in this single line, I'm going to print this only. Print result dot df. Okay, first is the file file name. That is the correct one. Let me check. No, here it's file name. Okay, and second the chunk size. File name and chunk size. Ch the chunk size is chunk size. Okay, chunk size. Okay, inside that, what I'm going to print? I'm going to print the first two. Okay, dot HAD head first two row. Okay, so I'm going to print first two. Okay, okay. Let me test this one. Okay, if any issue is there, then we will do troubleshooting. Okay, Python. Okay, I can see there is some issue. Okay, let me check. If path, if that's not. Okay, here. Chunk size, chunk size, sample file. So, what was the issue? First time easily column, second. Okay, here it's missing. Okay, so that issue got resolved, means highlighted this is cleared. Okay, let me save this one. Okay, what happened? Sorry, Control S. Okay, so let me try this one. Okay, fixed. Okay, output.df to CSV. Output file dot. Let me check. Let me check this one. Let me check. Okay, in the function, I'm not returning anything. Sorry for that. Okay, to return output dot output dff data frame file. Okay, okay. I can switch command. Output.df to CSV file. Output file. Okay. Oh, sorry. Output file we are printing and index means like we don't want the including the here as index. Okay, so we are keeping that index file equal to false. Okay, sorry. So we have to mention that index. Sorry. Yeah. So our chunk is created, and I'm going to open that. Uh, okay, yeah. Chunk is created. You can see that. So this is our file name, the chunk size. Okay, 200, and this is the inside the document is created chunk name. Okay, yeah. So for today, that's it for myself. Okay, and I request you to please subscribe our channel. Happy learning. I will bring more similar type of the video. Okay, so which will help. So basically, first I will cover our chunking method, and like parallelly in this weekend onward, I'm going to start one more series for the LangChain and LangGraph. Okay, so happy learning.